to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 51. Down to lose one. Check. I'll go. Deep grip.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Charlie, 64. Weak. Check. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, exit. On the ball. 54. I got gone. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McBride. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hines. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check. Watch 54. What we got? Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On 3rd down, McBride. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 54. I'm going to smooth. I'm going to run you over. Mike 5-4.
To throw on 2nd down, McBride. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. McBride. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Check 50.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch twit.
They begin the drive with Hines. And some room to work. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, stand off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
60 outlaw.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw. McBride. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Muhammad. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Looking to throw. Muhammad. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Check.
Off play action. Muhammad. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. They run with Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go! 51 Get it!
Operating from the gun, McBride. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. Mike 51. Let's go. 19's me. 19's me. Single receiver. Single.
Throwing after the interception. McBride. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Man, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a pass hauled in downfield and out across midfield down to the 45. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Jet, lead grip.
On first down, Hines trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, let's go. Silver. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. McBride got his man there, complete to Gallup. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 50, play. Give me that ball. Hey, Delta. Give me that ball. 2.
From the gun, McBride. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. Henry. Come check. We want it. Come to my world. Check. Lucky. Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Hey, tighten up.
Back to throw. Muhammad escaping the pressure right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 13. Check 13. Shit.
Now Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw on second down, Muhammad. And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Muhammad. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Muhammad. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, It feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's hauled in by Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Williams to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Let's go, baby.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, it's Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. On the ball. Check 25, check 25.
Here's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first down. Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards. First down, Niners. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Again, And it's Hines. And he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, McBride. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Let's go! Henry, you can step to the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. There they'll look to